Hello. You know what it is. It's your boy, a former president, Barack H. Obama. Let me be clear. The Eigenbros is my favorite podcast to come out of 2018. Please support them. Be patient with them. Laugh with them, even if they're not that funny. But most importantly, forgive them for their limited capacity. They are people who like to be challenged, mentally challenged. Some might say they are mentally challenged. Nonetheless, I am an ally, so I will support them to the fullest extent.
Sounds like a really bad PSA.
Anyway, I digress. Here is a really bad cut into the show. Thank you.
V for Vendetta, right?
Yeah. the anonymous mascot.
Yeah,
or the anonymous Bible.
Oh, yeah.
Or what would you call
it?
it? I don't know how you would call it.
That was a good movie, though.
It was, actually.
Yeah.
That's why everybody fucking was into it during that time.
Why? Because he was a terrorist or something? There was a lot of terrorist shit going on?
It was just cool. It's just edgy, teen, cool movie.
Oh, yeah. I guess
it was a movie that attracted edgelords. Are we good, by the way, Juan?
No, yeah, we're good.
I only see one blue thing.
Showing.
It's only one, though.
Yeah, I checked it down here.
Okay, just checking.
No, I know. So we lost 30 minutes of fucking recording.
It's okay. We're warmed up.
Hey, we're
ready to go.
We're firing on all pistons now. Yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
What I mean, I kind of want to at least briefly go over some shit that we
sure.
Went over.
Whatever you feel.
Because I was like,
we were having some good stuff.
Good points, man.
Yeah, we were. We were making.
Okay,
some good
first
points.
of all, fucking technology, man. Technology's moving. Technology's moving way too fast. No, I was saying how somebody from 100 years ago, by the way, put on your fucking. I would say put on your hard hats because your mind's about to get blown.
I thought you were gonna say put on your time machines or something. I guess you don't wear a time machine.
How would you stop your mind from getting blown?
You wear a condom on it.
If you really want to get your mind blown, put on a mental condom. I don't know. What the fuck? How would you? Okay, we're getting on a tangent.
Probably
here,
put on a hard hat or something.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're talking about your mind getting blown from an external source of
you want to keep a lid on it somehow.
Yeah,
whatever
literally,
stupid shit we're talking about.
Anyway, my mind was getting blown because I was like, dude, if you were born 100 years ago, and you saw the world change so dramatically. Say if you were born in the 1890s and you lived till the 1990s.
Right, and you're talking about this because your buddy's grandpa lived to be 100 and something.
Yeah, and I was just like, whoa, holy shit, and I just couldn't believe it. It was unfathomable to me to think that a human being could live a century and then see all of this history come alive.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like you could see going from a fucking horse to horse and buggy to a fucking vehicle. You know what I'm saying?
To an airplane.
To an airplane.
A literal metal tube flying in the air.
Yes. And
unspeakable, unimaginable.
Yeah, unimaginable. When I was a kid, actually, I used to think how even kids nowadays, how the brain gets so acclimated to these strange things.
Oh yeah. When you're a kid, you just think this is how the world works.
Yeah.
Cuz you take everything for granted.
For instance, that guy that went to the island, imagine if you brought
Alan Chow.
I don't remember his name.
Chow, I think.
Chow?
Was his name. I don't know what his first name.
Yeah, well,
he's
whatever.
a fucking idiot.
He's a guy.
Fucking idiot.
He's a damn idiot, dude. I would have brought a gun
to the island.
Hell yeah! I'd have been like, don't even fucking
you're like,
try
bitches,
it.
You're converting or not? Yeah, somebody's converting in this motherfucker.
Yeah. Look, you're all gonna listen to me.
For the listeners, this is a guy who was a Christian missionary.
Yeah.
And went to a secluded island that has never It did have human contact at one point outside of human contact, but they have not had outside contact for like probably 100 years or so, I think.
Right.
Or something like that.
Right.
And they're like a tribe that, migrated from Africa like 60,000 years ago or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then they stayed on that island ever since.
Very isolated.
And this guy, this fucking idiot, Christian missionary, thought he was going to convert them without speaking their language, knowing any of their customs. He just thought he was going to convert them to Christianity somehow with the Bible.
The power of Christ. Because all
you
need is damn, man, that sucked because, well, for one, the guy's an idiot also because I'm sure he doesn't understand that he could literally wipe out that entire population.
Right, just with his
with him showing up.
Shit.
Yeah.
He's a dumbass. As most religious people are.
Shout out to all my religious homies. I know some good religious people, but like you know.
But I'm gonna talk shit anyway.
So
fuck religion.
Like, I was just like, dude, what the fuck, man? Like, I imagine myself like that, like those people that don't have any technology, and they see a fucking like. Can you imagine how your mind must be blown if you see a helicopter?
I know, but this is the thing about this tribe. I think they're called the Sentinel tribe.
Yeah.
Or North Sentinel or something.
Yeah.
They had contact with another missionary at some point.
Oh,
like
okay.
100 years ago.
Okay.
And it's actually a fucked up story behind this.
What's up with that? Oh, I think I heard about
Maybe
this.
you did, but there's a guy who made contact with them and was doing all this weird shit.
He was a fucking pervert.
Yeah, he was like measuring the dicks of like the fucking tribes kids and shit.
Sentinel,
and, he was a fucked up guy. And he was...
the worst people you could...
Yeah.
They send us our worst, your worst people. What if they have
That's
their
what
version?
The Sentinel chief is saying.
Yeah, they're Trump. Like, he's just like,
right.
We got to just have the Sentinel people here. He's just, no outsiders. I don't like.
Right.
There's white skins. The White Walkers, I don't like them.
Well, here's the thing. I think that guy, that particular missionary, I don't know if he was a missionary, but I think he might have been. I think he ruined it for everybody else.
Oh, yeah, he totally fucking did.
But actually, it's almost a blessing in disguise for those people.
Why?
Because the fact that they have been so scarred by that guy and they just immediately attack anybody who's an outsider has probably given them the ability to stay unharmed and untainted by fucking modern civilization.
Totally, yeah.
So it's almost a blessing in disguise, I would say.
Yeah,
because no one wants to. Everybody wants to just leave them alone.
Yeah,
But if they weren't, you would have idiots like Shao fucking trying to convert them.
Yeah,
and then they'd be wearing fucking Super Bowl T-shirts and Nikes and shit.
Yeah. I mean, just
and their whole culture would be ruined.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Be knockoff fucking Jordans with the butt crack.
all the factory seconds. Or actually, probably not even the factory seconds, like the factory tenths, that don't make the cut.
Yeah, dude. I think they talk like this is like a thing. Usually, it's like a college essay. There's an isolated tribe, and you see people. How would you handle that as a humanitarian like thing?
Right.
Would you tell the people about civilization, or would you let them be? Do you know what I'm saying?
You mean if I contacted an undiscovered tribe?
If you discovered, you have not established a point of contact yet, but you have discovered a tribe or a civilization that has no outside.
And was I a researcher invested in this?
Yeah, you're a researcher. Put yourself in the mind of a researcher.
I might report it because it's a paper, but then I'd feel shit because I know I'd be opening the door to dumbasses in the future finding them.
Right.
But the thing is, if I found them, someone else is going to find them in the future.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like,
I
might as well write a paper about it.
It's almost a duty of...
It's just like, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
But if you could... But I'm saying, like, as far as aiding... Because we have the science technology to help them with their diseases and shit.
Right.
They might have some low-level diseases or something that we can sort of cure and stuff like that.
But the thing is, at what cost?
Wiping them all out.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. The thing is, I don't see anything wrong with living that lifestyle. I think there's something special about preserving that old way of life, that original humans' way of living.
Mm-hmm.
that it's like something sacred almost to me now, because, you know, it's so easy to become modernized, you know, because the modern hand is overtaking everything around it. You know, it extends farther and farther, and its reach just becomes, you know, vaster and vaster, and it's hard to preserve things. Yeah. So to me, I find more value in keeping a tribe preserved and untouched, because it's just like, it's going to get corrupted eventually.
Okay.
You know, the longer time goes on, it's going to get corrupted. Everything is corrupted.
I see.
So you I think it's more interesting to preserve things.
Right.
To me.
Yeah. No, I
because it's a battle of, it's basically a countdown to when are they going to be preserved.
Yeah, because to me it's kind of like looking back at history.
Yeah.
A little bit.
And it's just cool to see something last that long.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't want to have. We have to kind of give them the option a little bit. I feel personally, I feel like we should find a way to communicate with them and say, hey, look, this is modern society is willing to come and accept you, but you know, you cannot come to us without first accepting that these are the risks. Like, you will probably lose your culture. You're probably, you know what I'm saying? You're going to get, you're going to get some outside influence, external influence of your culture. And like, some people are probably there are people that are going to want to come and see like what your way of life is. And, you know, people are going to get sick and stuff like that. And there's just, we have to kind of give them the option. And if they opt out, then, you know, cause right now we assume that they're kind of, their way of life right now is going unimpeded, but I think we should give them the chance to kind of have some modern comforts if they want it.
And I think that's a fine outlook.
It's like a Mormon. It's like a Mormon thing, like, you know, where the Mormons like they.
Or you mean like an Amish thing, more like.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because Mormons are modern.
My bad,
you know?
You're right.
Yeah, you mean Amish.
Amish.
Yeah, they have the rub Springer.
Yeah.
The Amish are pretty much. They're modernized. Like they know what's up.
Yeah.
And they make the active choice to live that life.
Yeah, but that's kind of.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like you can kind of.
But the magic's a little lost. To me,
you would say so?
I think a little bit, because I see Amish walking around with Nikes on. So I'm like, I mean, but
do you? Well, I mean,
I saw Amish people one time when I was coming up from Tallahassee, driving through South Georgia.
Yeah.
I saw them at McDonald's. I'm like, this is cheating, guys. Like, you can't have Nikes on and eat at McDonald's. Like,
yeah, but who are you to say? Because you're living comfortably and lavishly.
But I'm like, that's not really, to me, that doesn't feel like being Amish. It just
like,
feels
that's not authentic Amish.
You're like conveniently Amish, you know? Like, when the mom doesn't want to cook, she's going to McDonald's. That's cheating, man.
That ain't it, Chief. That ain't it.
It's like, just join modern society then.
I mean, you can have your cake and eat it too sometimes. Like,
dude, but they're not supposed to use any technology. McDonald's have touch screens, you know. It's like all the things around it. It's like,
yeah, but
you're not really living the life. You're not living the life.
Fair enough. Yeah. I would just say, you know, it's kind of, I would at least like to give them the option and say, you know, hey, you can keep living the way of life you live, but, you know, because if they come to us and if some of them escape the island and they come to us, they're probably going to die because they have, you know, for one, we need to quarantine them and then acclimate them to our biome.
Give them all these vaccines and
things.
Yeah.
And they're going to feel like shit for a long time.
Up.
Probably some of them will die in the process.
Yeah.
Just,
and then they'll want to kill us because they're say, what is this devil witchcraft that they brought upon us?
Poisoning us because, So it's just, it's a lot, man. I get it. But, I mean, the best we can do right now, I guess, is just, I mean, honestly, the best thing is to do nothing. That's what everybody is.
That's what I think.
That's what everybody has said. So
just leave him. Chow's a fucking idiot. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
This is what happens.
I mean, we could send researchers to go, but that's going to end up.
No, it's going to fuck their culture again, and they're going to just shoot arrows at them.
No, because researchers have they're not. If you're an intelligent person, you're not going to input anything onto them.
Well, they're still going to attack them immediately.
No, but I'm saying, like, say violence aside, right? The first time that guy, that perverted fucking weirdo, went on the island and started measuring dicks and shit.
Yeah.
Like before that, they welcomed him and were like, "Oh, cool!" Like, there's
yeah, but that's too late now, because everybody to them is now a dick measuring pervert who's an outsider. So he's ruined it for literally till the end of time, probably, until someone forgets.
What if we send somebody that looks like the Sentinel people, the Sentinelese people?
I don't think so. You mean like black?
I don't know what ethnicity are they. Filipino or are they like?
They're black.
Are you sure?
Well, yeah, they're dark skinned from Africa.
Yeah, but so were the fucking what are those? The New Zealanders, I think.
Oh, the Aborigines.
Yeah. But then they kind of look more like Native American at some point.
Maybe a mixture, but they're dark skinned.
Yeah, but it's kind of like maybe if we send somebody else that looks like them, because it's kind of like there's a wall.
Not black, because they killed fishermen already.
Oh fuck!
Just any outsiders they kill immediately.
Yeah, so at this point it's
site.
just like it's on
ruined.
Site.
Yeah, outsider means you're dying. You gotta die.
Damn, that's crazy.
Just leave them alone.
Yeah,
that's what I say.
Send drones.
Just mow them down.
That's gonna be reality TV. That would be great reality TV. I would watch that shit. Like
just spying on them, and they're just like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, like having
they're just throwing arrows at that drone all day.
Have a nature documentary about them. Dude, that'd be amazing.
God, nothing is sacred. We're just
you there's always a way.
I would definitely watch that.
Yeah.
But it's just like, damn, nothing is sacred, man. Nothing is sacred.
I'm so curious. Like, I would want to know how they live, what they live like, what their creation stories are about.
I would too, man.
And just
but damn,
music if they have any. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
that'd be amazing.
I mean, I'm 100% with you, but man.
You're
the modern dick of society just fucks everything around it.
Yeah, I mean, if I was a Marxist, I would say capitalism would want to commodify them, through. Anyway, fuck. I mean, my whole thing was like, just imagine being one of these people that don't go from seeing or live through history. Saying something is as simple as a horse and a buggy to an airplane, and the amount of technological progress that has come between that and like the amount of you have to think about like the amount of optimization that went into that. So we back in the 1800s or whatever, we were trying to get from point A to point B, but we'd have to use a horse, and that would take 800 probably a year to get from one coast to the other, or 6 months or something like that. I think it was by walking or something.
Is it really? Jesus, I couldn't imagine. 6
months, I think. Yeah.
Christ.
I knew a guy who biked.
Not worth.
He biked for 3 months.
Jeez.
Across the U.S.
That's impressive.
That is impressive. But on a horse and a buggy with the family, that's 6 months or something like that.
Yeah. And then you make it with a third of your family left. And then is that really worth it?
Yeah. But now that the car was invented, now you get there in 2 days.
Yeah.
Nonstop.
That's already rough enough. Have you tried making that journey before?
No, I haven't.
I have.
You? Is it bad?
It was really bad.
But it's beautiful, though.
Yeah.
Right?
No, it wasn't beautiful.
You just see.
It's like you're on the verge of just like
McDonald's, Burger King, gas station.
It just got so bad, man, that it's just like your body is so drained and your energy is so drained that by the time I got to California, which was where I'm going, everyone around me just felt so fast. Like the drivers felt just so much faster than me, and it was irritating me.
Did you even sleep?
Constantly. I did.
Okay.
But I was so irritated.
Oh.
It was like beyond irritated.
Oh, that sucks.
It's really strange unless you do it, because you're like, how bad can it be? I'm just sitting down for 17 hours.
Yeah.
But dude, it's not good. It's really not healthy at all. It's not nice.
Oh,
I would never do it again if I had the option. I would never do it again.
Oh, I want to do it. I want to go through like a route to just see all of the U.S. Like, I've seen the southern U.S. already.
But do you mean continuous shot?
Nah, like take breaks.
Yeah,
obviously.
That's the way to go.
But like do a loop. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Loop around.
Just see the U.S.
The U.S. Yeah, the whole following the whole border basically.
Right. Yeah, you can do that as long as you just take breaks. Just don't try to be a hero and do 17 hours, 18 hours straight. You're going to fucking regret it.
I already do that.
Really?
Yeah, to get home. To get back to Texas, I do 13.
No, you do 12, 13.
13.
That's
12,
that's
13,
pretty much getting there, though.
Yeah, honestly, anything longer than that. I've done a 16-hour drive. It fucking sucks.
Yeah. Okay, so you've done it before.
It sucks ass.
Did you not notice how shitty you feel at the end?
Yeah, it's fucking horrendous.
Do you get irritated?
Hell yeah, I fucking want to slap the shit out of my mom. Nah, I just want to like, it's irritating. Like, you definitely get frustrated. You're like, fuck.
Yeah. And your senses are just like overloaded.
Yeah,
or they're just
like,
sapped. They're just drained.
Yeah, there's a certain, I think it's because it's a mental drain.
Yeah.
Certain truck drivers out there who know.
Yeah. But they're all hopped up on meth, too. Oh.
Yeah, those meth. Fucking. Yeah. I mean. But yeah, the other thing was like drugs.
What's that?
Like the drugs, the drug war and shit.
With what?
Just with specifically marijuana, because I read an article saying how it was an opinion piece I read. I think it was off of some liberal rag. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't remember
Those
where.
libs.
It was some of the snopes. New York Times, the failing New York Times. That was talking about how they think, or this particular person thought that it was fucked up that now that it's accepted by the majority, marijuana is becoming like a cash crop, and yet when minorities are doing it, they weren't getting any, they're not going to get anything in return after they've served their sentences over some bullshit law that now.
You're saying if they get arrested for marijuana.
Yeah. So the people that are serving time for it aren't getting any. They're not going to have any sort of. That's not justice to me. That's not justice to them either. Like.
Well, the thing is, there are reparations sometimes. I'm getting deja vu.
Well,
but yeah.
Well, the thing is, the argument is that, the ethical thing to do would be to give them some sort of, because I think you said that we can't pay everybody back for the time that they've served.
So a lot of times when there's wrongdoings in court, let's say they found a guy who was accused of doing something, but actually there was another guy who looked like him, and he got put in prison for no reason. Then they will sometimes give that guy money, as saying that you served time that was wrongful, therefore we'll give you X amount of money to say sorry. It's usually a slap in the face because it's even not that much a lot of times.
Yeah, I know.
But with something like if you're incarcerated for marijuana, there's too many people who have that sentence.
Yeah.
So a monetary reparation is probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
Unless it's like $10.
It's like a class action lawsuit against the government. It's like you get $1.32.
Right. Attaboy.
All right. Those are your reparations.
Yep.
Now you can't complain.
You're home free.
Yeah, dude. That's not justice. And like we should already be talking about, as a society, we should already be talking about ways that we can sort of, make penance for this, because.
Well, how else would you make penance for this besides money?
I don't know.
Nobody wants to give money who's a taxpayer.
Yeah, no, totally. I jokingly said we should give them like a fucking weed for life card.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
or maybe like give them give them like a fucking tax cut for starting their own fucking marijuana business if they want. Like I don't know. Like, because if they were really in that, because you know what I mean, like that'll kind of give them like a hand above the rest at this point, because they were wrongly imprisoned for this stupid law that now everybody's kind of like, oh yeah, actually, it's kind of dumb to throw people in a cage for this. So yeah, I don't know.
But they really don't care.
Who, society?
The people who are doing this.
Oh yeah. I mean, let's be real. Politicians, they're just doing it because
if it makes money, it's fine to
them.
It's
pussy, man. It's pussy shit, dude. Because like they're it's like a spineless thing. They're not most of them are not, unless you're Jeff Sessions. You're doing it because
I don't think it's a spineless thing. I think it's more of a don't give a fuck thing. Because these people are so beneath you that why should you ever give a damn? Poor people are they're just useful when they're useful. And then you just toss them away.
Nah, dude, I have a heart, man.
I know. You're a good guy. I'm saying as a business person, someone who owns private prisons, and politicians like this who support these kind of things, they just don't give a damn.
Well, the politicians are spineless. That's what I guess.
I don't know if it's spineless. I think it's just
you're saying
cold.
Okay.
Uncaring.
It's the cost of business, baby. That's what they would say. Yeah.
Or just like, who fucking cares? They just don't care.
But we need to have. I don't know, man. We just there needs to be some kind of way that or some kind of avenue that we can sort of figure out how to make penance for these people. Have them.
But
have society
the person to get that ball rolling is going to have a tough time. Because get anyone else to care is going to be a challenge.
Yeah, but I guarantee you that's going to be the next Democratic party thing. I think in a next 10 years.
I don't think so.
I think that's going to be a thing where it's the Republicans, they wanted, marijuana, but then that's going to backfire. Actually, no.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't.
You really don't think it's not going to be
a talking point? No, I don't think so.
I would hope it would be a talking point.
I think it's too minor for them to care.
I
don't think Democrats care. I don't think Republicans care. I think Democrats would care the most, but I think it's still too small of an audience.
Damn. I care, dude. There's more people like me out there, man.
Yeah, but people like you aren't attracted to politics.
Yeah, I know.
So good luck.
Ah, shit, man. Anyway, yeah, that was a depressing story of the week. Yeah, man. I don't know, dude. It's just what else is going on in the world? I didn't think about it.
You want to talk about DJ Khaled?
DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
DJ Khaled. The guy who signs off of he's like the guy in a group project that just puts his name on it. He makes the PowerPoint slides.
You can't say that.
He's literally the guy who makes the PowerPoint slides. He's like, how many slides is it going to be? He's not. 20 slides. I got you, fam. He makes 20 slides. Makes the theme and shit. He's like, yeah, I made the format.
I did that once.
Oh, dude.
I recolored it.
Oh, dude. DJ Khaled.
I DJ Khaled. But no, DJ Khaled is not that because he actually produces. He's a legit producer.
Not a good producer, though.
Yeah, it's arguable. He's made a fortune.
How many songs do you like from DJ Khaled?
Probably from the early 2000s. That's the only ones I can think of.
Really?
I liked I'm So Hood. I think that was him.
I'm so hood.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That was him.
Yeah. This is kind of the fake gangsters anthem, but it was kind of nice. I liked it.
I thought that was a song about being uncircumcised.
That was pretty good.
I'm so hood.
I don't know. Can't even think of what else he did. I liked some of his songs.
Yeah. I mean, as far as his new songs go, I think the Drake song was the last song I liked. And maybe some of his Justin Bieber songs with Amigos and shit. Well,
Can't fuck
it's
with
Quavo. Quavo.
Okay.
Was on it featuring with Chance the Rapper. That was a good song.
Not sure.
Back to back.
Oh, okay.
Back to back hits. I'm saying.
No,
that's Drake.
Oh, okay.
That's Drake's other song, and that was Metro Boomin.
Oh, okay. I like Metro.
Yeah, see, Metro
he's
Boomin's
killing it.
Dude, he's
like all his songs.
He's such a
I like.
prolific dude. Every fucking song.
Yeah, it's like all hits.
Yeah.
All right, Juan, shall we?
Yeah, what's up? What's going on with DJ Khaled?
So, DJ Khaled.
What's up with him?
Floyd Money Mayweather.
Mm-hmm.
ICO fraud.
Oh.
DJ Khaled and Floyd Mayweather Jr. are facing trials from Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, after failing to disclose that they were paid promotional fees to tout ICOs, initial coin offerings. So I don't know how much you know about this, but ICOs are kind of the new thing in the crypto world. And basically, I got some information on ICOs. ICOs are kind of the cryptocurrency space's rough equivalent to the IPOs in mainstream investing. So initial public offerings are when a company basically offers like a share offer shares to the public. You can buy them as the company grows, your shares increase.
Right.
So with ICOs, you get things called tokens, and you can sell them off to investors. The investors invest in your business. As your company grows, their money grows. The token value grows. So it's basically, you know, you get a lot of investors. They don't have to put so much money down, and they have a shot at potentially having their or making a profit, I guess, from the growth of your business.
Yeah.
So it says, it's the first time individuals have been charged involving ICOs. Floyd Mayweather was paid $100,000 and DJ Khaled was paid $50,000 to promote the ICO. And it said they both received these payments from Centra Tech Inc. earlier this year. Both Khaled and Mayweather have agreed to pay back what they received to promote for the ICO, and they could also face several $100,000 in fines.
Damn.
So it says, without enclosure to investors, Khaled and Mayweather endorsement of CTR, which is kind of the call letters for Centra, may have appeared unbiased. This is why they faced the charge.
Yeah.
The ICO's founders, Saurabh Sam Sharma and Robert Farkas, were charged earlier this year for peddling the unregistered and fraudulent digital tokens, CTR. So this is another issue. Apparently the tokens are fraudulent. So the founders raised more than $32 million from investors. And a New York Times investigation revealed that one of Centra's chief executives was fabricated. This is why they kind of even went into this. And it says the company also never applied to run Centra cards on the Visa network as promised in their initial plan. So what they did, they wanted to raise money to apparently make a credit card or something for cryptocurrencies. It already kind of sounds like a stupid idea to me, but
credit card for cryptocurrencies?
Yeah, so like I guess it's like a way you can charge things using your crypto. That's what I gathered from that. I don't really know though.
So you have a card that you load crypto on.
I believe so.
Use it.
That's what I think their idea was, but they didn't have any kind of action for that idea. Like they said they were supposed to partner with Visa, and Visa was gonna do some kind of deal with them to get this to happen. But it said that they never even applied for that with Visa. So basically these guys are fraudulent scammers, and the reason it was discovered was because of this New York Times investigation. They found one of Centra's CEOs was a fake CEO. So they had probably no intention of doing this, and they hired Floyd Mayweather and Khaled to promote this on social media so that people would just put a bunch of money in it.
But they didn't know. They were fucking
just
goons,
dip the fuck
right?
out. Yeah, they were. They got paid $100,000 and $50,000. They're like, fuck it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is, now they're going to have to pay that money back, and they're going to face charges for these fines. That's where you got to kind of.
But that's kind of dumb. How do they have? Look, I hate DJ Khaled as much as the next person, but
I don't hate him.
Well,
Callidius.
Let's go to the next person.
Fupus Callidius, or what is it? What do they call him? Callidius Maximus.
Why?
Have you not seen that H3 video?
No.
Never mind.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let's see.
Jamie, pull that video up.
I don't think there's anything. I mean, they're idiots for not really like looking into what they're getting paid for to advertise for, but it's not like they look. The only way this could be a problem is if they had already some kind of investment into that coin, like CTR or whatever the fuck. If they had already bought shares or the amount of or had already invested in the coin in a sense, and so they were telling people to buy into their coin, that would be a problem. You know what I'm saying?
I think that might be actually more okay.
No, that's worse.
I don't think so.
Because you know it's
if you have
that is fraud because you're saying, hey, look, this coin is great, and then like there's actually nothing that backs it up.
Well, the thing is, the SEC is okay with that as long as I'm biased. The problem is that they said this without disclosing the fact that they got paid by Centra to promote this.
Oh, I see.
That's the whole problem.
Oh, okay.
They could say, like, you can buy this coin because I love it. That's fine. But they can't say, buy this coin because I love it. Well, they should say, buy this coin because I love it. Centra paid me $100,000 to say this. Then they could have done it. But the thing is, this is what the SEC protects people against. I didn't even know what the SEC was until I looked this up. Apparently, they protect investors, and they look out for things like this to help investors weed out shitty companies that are going to try to scam them.
That's why crypto's never going to go off, dude.
Why?
Because shitty ass fucking it's a cesspool of cash grabbing fucking Wolf of Wall Street type of dudes.
Well, right now it's big with scamming. Like ICOs are big scams.
Yeah.
But there are legitimate ICOs, and people have made money from them. So the thing is, though, with crypto, I think it's still in the area of you got to kind of be a savvy person.
Mm-hmm.
Because with crypto, there's a lot to lose, and you can't recover it. Because, the whole thing with crypto is
bought Bitcoin at
there's no
a
centralized.
month ago or 2-3 months. Like I'm saying, if you bought Bitcoin 6 months ago at like 9,000.
Yeah. You're fucked now because it's 4,000.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So.
But you got to be careful. Yeah. And I still think crypto's kind of a savvy person's market. Yeah. So you're going to have to look out for scams all the time.
Yeah.
You should know that with crypto because there's no way to recover your money. It's not a casual person's game, really.
But that's exactly why it's not going to go off. That's what I'm trying
Maybe
to say.
Maybe not at the level of fiat does.
Yeah.
Like normal fiat currency.
Yeah.
Like dollars and that kind of thing. But
government issued currencies, by the way, I was saying government issued currencies aren't necessarily fiat, but yeah.
Are they not?
I see what you're saying.
I thought they were.
Nah, some of them are backed by.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought almost all of them are
nowadays. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not Zambuku dollars or whatever the fuck.
They are backed by some kind of rare bug or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck? I really don't know. Some rare commodity.
Yeah, but whatever.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
Yeah, as it compares to fiat currencies, it's not going to take off.
It will take off, but only with certain people, I think.
I think the problem with crypto right now is that it's exactly that. It's getting lost with people who are just going to be investors. Like it's nobody that really believes in the tech. Like the tech is really what,
I don't know.
What brought it to light.
Well, the thing is you can invest because of the tech though.
I know, but it's got to be a growth that they're both on the same page, because what happened with crypto, especially with Bitcoin, Bitcoin is one of many, but the most popular one, right?
Yeah.
With Bitcoin, it shot up to 20K, and
the value of
Bitcoin, well, most people were willing to pay, and the thing is, a lot of the technology was. It's still at its infancy. Like, there's still costs of doing transactions. It's still kind of, a lot of people don't have, there's not a lot of intuition to kind of, how do I buy Bitcoin?
Yeah. It's got barriers for,
there's a lot of barriers.
Non-tech people.
Exactly.
It's got some barriers.
It's got to work through a lot of things, and a lot of people, it was being hyped up to be this like insane new thing that's going to save the economy and shit.
Right. Which I don't think it ever is going to be.
Oh yeah,
I think it's going to be an alternative.
It's going to be in parallel
to normal currency that people are used to dealing with.
And people will go back and forth depending on the health of one or the other.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean that was kind of like everybody got on the Bitcoin wave because of that. Like, speaking of, dude, this fucking raccoon.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
God damn. They're having an orgy up there, man. Jesus
raccoons
Christ.
in my fucking room.
Raccoon orgy in one's house.
Shit. You can hear them fucking going off. Anyway.
God damn.
It's so loud. They're like wrestling.
Yeah, man. Jesus.
Oh, man. Yeah. Can you imagine having a raccoon coin? Coon coin?
A raccoon coin?
Coon coin.
There is one, I bet. There's got to be.
Remember dog coin or
Dodge coin? Yeah.
Doge coin?
Dude, there's every coin. Any coin that you want, you got it.
Damn, I want titty coin, dude.
There's a titty coin. I'm pretty sure there's a titty coin. It has to be.
Just like
it's like Pornhub made it or something.
Pornhub.
It's a Pornhub crypto. There's got to be, bro.
Can you imagine? That's like going to places like Chuck E. Cheese and getting, whatever the fuck Chucky coins
Chucky
are,
coin.
or whatever the fuck.
Oh, like a fake ass currency that you can't use anywhere. Yeah, stupid.
At this point, this is what Bitcoin is to a lot of people.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's like before it used to be for buying drugs off of like Silk Road and shit.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
ever since that got shut down, people were like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, what do we do with this now? Invest. That's all I
dude.
make use of it for now. Investing.
Look, it's good if you have money to burn. And you're like, all right, let me get on this fucking crypto boom.
That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah,
just see what happens. You know, if you got extra money and you're like, I don't care if I lose this, just put it in some crypto.
Yeah, I mean, because people. That's one of the things that a lot of people say on like when I subscribe to the cryptocurrency Reddit, and that's one of the things they say. Don't put your fucking life savings into crypto.
No.
It's not gonna fucking.
Stupid idea.
It's not a cash cow. Like some
No.
people have gotten rich off of this shit, but they were probably in it from the ground level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
they had to wait 10 years.
Right. And now there might not be jumps of like up to 20K per coin now. It's unlikely. Very unlikely.
I hope it stabilizes for the good of crypto.
Yeah.
Overall, because the volatility is making.
I would like to see one more quadruple bull run. Because you remember when I invested, it actually I quadrupled my money, but I never sold. So I was like, let's just see how far we can take this.
You were hodling,
and it was like that for several months. Like I could have sold at any point, and I was just like, let's just ride this wave.
Yeah.
But then it just tanked. But I was like, that's fine. That was when I started getting into it, so I didn't know much.
You know what's funny? Last year, it actually. Remember when it started? I think skyrocketing because of Chinese New Year or something. Because like a lot of other countries, I would honestly love to see a map of who is the highest
crypto users
or the highest percentage of crypto users are.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wonder how many Americans actually own crypto and the volume of crypto that they own. Because that would be really interesting to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's crazy. What do you think? Do you think they deserve to be punished and shit?
Who?
DJ Khaled and.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think the SEC's ultimate job is to protect investors, and if you're not disclosing that you're being paid by investors, they need to set the precedent. Because ICOs are getting so popular now, and people just don't know the rules because it's crypto. Mm-hmm. They're treating it like a Wild West. All these new frontiers are like that. Yeah. But the thing is, like the SEC has experience in understanding how IPOs work, and they're trying to now apply some of these rules to ICOs, which needs to happen. Right. You need to protect people.
Yeah.
So I do think and they'll be fine. It's like 100. I mean, Floyd Mayweather made like what, $700 million from the stupid McGregor fight.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy amounts of money.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Khaled is doing well. Just as fine.
Yeah, I'm sure he's doing well.
So it's a small price for them to pay. Now they know better.
Speaking of DJ Khaled, he had this thing that I'll kind of quickly talk about.
Yeah.
He was saying he doesn't perform oral sex on his woman.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Because
I don't know why.
Actually, I don't remember what he said. But then Nicki Minaj came at him and said,
"That's a treat to me, man."
Oh yeah, dude. It's fucking great. Like I don't know how you wouldn't. I mean, whatever, dude. Like to each his own.
Like fucking tuna fish.
I was like,
salad down
you're
there.
so fucking fat. Like, how could you? That's the one thing you won't eat. Like.
Oh god, damn, Juan, you going hard on him.
No. It's kind of what Nicki Minaj said in one of her rap songs.
Oh, I see.
I was like, that's.
Oh, she said that.
She said that, and I was like, damn, she fucking
Nicki,
roasted him.
He rubbed her the wrong way.
It's like, dude, bodied him, like, but it's so true. Like, dude, what the fuck? What the hell? But I already know he's not of the right mind if he's just like a guy who. I'm just like, dude.
I don't get that.
He's one of those dudes that I feel like has a position and he just won't back off. Like. No matter what, like
right.
But whatever.
He the best.
He's the best, undeniably.